The next section, which is very important, and it's, sorry about that, moving, is the top tips to the examination. Arrive early. Okay, I believe they're asking you to register at Park early, so get there at least 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes before the set-off. 9:15, 1st of June. Apologise for it being June, I have nothing to do with the timetabling, neither does Dougie, neither does anybody else within there, it's done centrally. So turn up. Now, if you are nervous at exams, a lot of people are, and a lot of people are mulling around that main reception area at Park, and that makes you feel nervous. People are, or can be cruel, say, no problem, I've revised this, that and the other. Go away, if it's a nice day, go for a walk in the park, go for a walk in the grounds, go and have a cup of coffee, keep away. Come back in plenty of time for the exam, don't let them wind you up. Point 2, don't cheat. It's not worth it, you've come this far, I have to say it, don't. Question 3, sounds stupid, read the question. Shut up. Read the question, read it again. Underline the verbs, i.e. the doing words. What have I asked you to do? Critically evaluate. Discuss. And importantly, if I ask you for examples for the sector, i.e. leisure, tourism, hospitality, events or sport, give me an example from leisure, tourism, hospitality, events or sport. Not, for example, that was in the textbook or in the paper. Apply your knowledge to the outside world and show you understand, show you're doing that for real. One bugbear which you won't lose any marks and you certainly won't gain any marks is don't repeat the question you're answering on the top of the page. Hopefully by putting the number of the question on the top of the page and by your answer it should be clear what question you're answering. Sometimes unfortunately it's not, but let's hope we're not going to have that problem on the 1st of June. So jump straight in with the answer. And remember, in terms of answering, less is more. A succinct, short essay. And that's why I ask you to write in fountain pen, because how many of you have actually manically sat down an exam, started writing, and then, oh, hang on, the argument's falling apart, and then gone back, put a little cross in the corner, there's a line going there, and sometimes you scrub out a bit here. And it looks like an explosion in an ink factory, or rather a ballpoint pen factory. Don't do it. Write your essay plan, write it slowly, write it in measured arguments. That's what you're doing, you're writing an essay. Not a competition. It's not any of you. Somebody asks for more paper, don't panic. They may be writing a lot, but it may be rubbish. Write what you want, write your own answer. Again, less is more, do not waffle. Those of you have been told in the past, either by myself or by other tutors, that you're waffling, or you're a bit verbiage, whatever. Try not to. Get to the point, write me a balanced essay. And again, another important thing is actually answer the question that I've set rather than the one you wish to answer. It sounds silly, but it's true. Answer the question set. And finally, I take the point actually, writing's difficult, and writing for 2 hours I don't think I could do, to be honest, because I don't write very often, neither do you. Try. Write legibly. Those of you who've got bad writing, practice. Which is why I asked you to write in fountain pen, because that will slow you down and stop your hand seizing up. I know my hand would seize up if they asked me to write for 2 hours, and my writing would become less and less reading. Don't worry if it changes. We'll do our best to read it, but if it's completely legible, unfortunately, we can't read it, we can't mark it. So have a look on this particular exam general section of the site. Listen to what we're saying. There is a section on there that says top tips before the exam, worth a quick look. And it basically talks about those of you that are not just those of you who are underconfident or lack the confidence think they're going to do well. Everyone's going to do well. You've done well already in your coursework. We're here to get you through the exam, not trip you up. And there are, what, 10 tips from timetabling your revision through basically looking at past papers. Those of you who might want academic support, go to learning support teams. I'll look at, if you have a go at past examination paper, past question, or you want to do a semiotic analysis, Hilary and I will probably be on hand to actually go through that with you to make sure you're on the right track, so don't feel you're on your own. Diet sounds crazy. Some of the diets that you talk about laughingly, which I know you don't have money, but sometimes you get stuck in a diet room. Try and eat healthily. It's important to your brain, and also make sure you're hydrated. And which is why it says you're not supposed to bring water into the examination room. Put it this way: well, if that's the case, why do we actually provide water in cups for you? So keep hydrated. Bring some water with you. Bring separate pens, and also sleeping. When I was at university, I got my body clock slightly out of sync, and I frankly didn't attend lectures early in the morning because I was asleep. Try and get your sleep patterns. 9:15 on the Monday, 1st of June, you should be sitting down your examination. Be there. Okay, so that's the first section. Now we'll click on to question 1.